واسمع دعائي إذا دعوتك، واسمع ندائي إذا ناديتك، وأقبل علي إذا ناجيتك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أبي القاسم محمد अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद व आलिहि तय्यबीन अत्ताहिरीन अल-मासूमीन। अम्मा बाद फ़क़द क़ाल अल्लाहु तआला फ़ी क़ुरआनिल मजीद। बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। अला बिज़िक्रिल्लाहि तत्मइन्नुल क़ुलूब। रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। In the name of Almighty Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. The moon of Muharram has been sighted, and we became gloomy. We became sad. Might be tears may have come out of our eyes. But just imagine how the ladies of Karbala may have seen the moon of Muharram. How Rabab, the beloved mother of Ali Asgar, may have seen the moon of Muharram. How Layla, the beloved mother of Ali Akbar, may have seen the moon of Muharram. How the beloved sister of Imam Hussain, Bibi Zainab, may have seen the moon of Muharram. Words are lacking to describe the intensity of the sadness and the gloom. Really, we ought to be thankful to Almighty Allah with tears in our eyes that we are getting one more opportunity to commemorate the tragedy of Karbala. We are getting one more opportunity to ponder over the mission of Hazrat Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Many of our friends, many of our near and dear, many of our relatives who were alive last year are no longer with us. Might be this Muharram may be the last Muharram of our life. So let us have a good intention, let us have a noble intention that inshallah we will pass the 10 days of Muharram in a meaningful manner, pondering the mission of Hazrat Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and out of this message how we can bring a change in our lifestyle to make it in line with Hazrat Imam Hussain alayhi salam mission. So, with all this good intention, let us continue our noble mission. In this world, everyone wants to be successful. If you ask anybody, what do you want? What do you want? He will reply that I want to be successful. I want to go on top. I want to take the facilities of life more and more in number. In search of the facilities of life, man has forgotten his own self. Every book of akhlaq, every book of self improvement, every book of self building will start with the words that man arafa nafsahu faqat arafa rabbahu. One who identifies himself identifies God. So, everyone want to be successful. We also want to be successful, but we do not want to be successful only in this world. We want to be successful hereafter also. We want to be successful in grave also. We want to be successful in alame arwa also. We want to be successful in alame barzakh also. We want to be successful in bridge of Sirat also. No, no, we want to know such action, such noble deed, such good action that we may not have to cross the bridge of Sirat, but we may fly over the bridge of Grat. And not only that, we want to aspire to take the paradise, but we do not aspire to take the low level or the middle level. Inshallah, we aspire to take the top level of paradise. We aspire to be in the neighborhood of Panjatane Pak, Holy Prophet Muhammad, Heavenly Lady Fatimatul Zahra, the commander of the faithful Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, and the Lord of Paradise Hazrat Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadi wa ali Muhammad. So, when we have such a high mission, when we have such a long process to travel, so are we ready? Are we ready to pay some sacrifice for it or not? When in this world, even to pass a simple exam, we have to do some effort. We have to try. Even to be successful in any business or any work, we have to try. So, shouldn't we try? If we have a good intention to take the top slot in paradise, we must be prepared for the all effort and all sacrifices to make this life a meaningful one. Will not you like, wouldn't you like that upon your death, you may exclaim to yourself, yes, telling your own name, I pass a meaningful life. Wouldn't you like that upon your death and after your death, when your friends, when your circles, when your relatives, when your nears and dears speak about you, they say that, yes, marhum has passed a meaningful life. Wouldn't you like that upon your death, the Holy Prophet, Panjatane Pak, 14 Masumin, may say that, yes, our follower has come. If you like that, then you are ready to pass a meaningful life. Now, there are some very hot topics. Everyone wants to be successful, we also want to be successful. In earlier Muharram, we have covered 12 keys how to be successful. Now, this Muharram, we are going to take only one topic, that prayer, and we will like to talk on during the coming days the philosophy of dua. The topic we have is hotline dua, 24-hour hotline dua. Philosophy of dua, the places where duas, prayers are accepted, the timings when duas are accepted, specific times, specific place and specific situation in which duas are accepted. So, we will continue with that topic. And nowadays, two topics are quite common throughout the world: success, success, success. Everyone want to be successful. Then communication, communication, communication. Develop communication skill. There are three types of communication skill. One, you communicate with yourself. Another, you communicate with others. And the third, you communicate with your Creator, Almighty Allah. The world has been successful in making many programs how to communicate with your employees, how to communicate with your creators, and how to communicate with your suppliers. So many training programs are there. The world has also developed many communication skills how to communicate with yourself and has a pep talk. But the world has failed how to communicate with your creative Almighty Allah. I salute you, I compliment you. We have so many prayers, treasures of prayers. If Sabe Juma is there, Dua Kamel is there. If Friday is there, Dua Nutbah is there. And so many dua, starting with Rabbana, Rabbana in the Holy Quran. And then, in spite of so many difficulties in Karbala and aftermath of Karbala, our Imam Sajjad gave us a precious gift in the shape of Jabur Muhammad Sahif Kamila, a collection of so many prayers. So, we are really lucky, we are having a plenty of duas, and by hotline topic I will be trying to give you many tips how this hotline dua tips can be a meaningful one. When we say that hotline dua, that means 24 hours, our each and every activity, can be a dua and prayer. Our each and every action can become a meaningful one when we tune it, when we get it connected with our Creator Almighty Allah. We may be doing any work right from the beginning, morning, getting up, taking shower, going to office, going to university, coming back, taking lunch, taking some rest, going to an outing in the evening, and sleeping at night. All activities can become a meaningful one if we add some prayers in it. Now, I feel like drinking of a water. The glass of water is in front of me. I want to drink a glass of water. If I take the advice of doctor, the doctor will reply me that drink with a relaxed mood in a sitting manner. If I talk of the Islamic matter, I can drink in 3 installments. The first installment with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Almighty Allah, the Beneficent and the Merciful. In the second installment, I appreciate Almighty Allah that water is a blessing. We cook, we shower, we clean with the help of water. Alhamdulillah, water is really a blessing. And in the third installment, I can focus on Karbala. I can spontaneously, instantly say, Assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdullah. I can remember the thirst of Ali Asghar with tears. In this way, a simple drinking of water has become a prayer. So, now take this to whole of your activities throughout the day, throughout your life. Your each and every activity can be turned into a prayer by addition of some prayer, and it can become a top level of meaningful act. So, really we are lucky. Starting with the day, our salam to Imam Sajjad. Our Imam Sajjad says in dua number 6, every day is a new life. Psychologists had been working on mind, and they come out with a conclusion that every day is a new life. But salam on our Imam Sajjad, that 1400 years earlier, Imam has taken the words in dua number 6 of Sahih Kamila, that every day is a new life. So, today is also a new life. Thank God we opened our eyes. Many people throughout the world died yesterday by accident, by natural death, by disaster, by plane crash. Many people died, but I am alive, we are alive, thank God, I opened my eyes. But the golden question is, but the thought provoking question is, where I have opened my eyes? I have opened my eyes in the kingdom of Almighty Allah. Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to Almighty Allah. The sun, the moon, the sky, the cloud, the earth, the fountain, the mountain, the trees, the sea, even the air we inhale, we exhale, everything belongs to Almighty Allah. So, I have opened my eyes in the kingdom of Almighty Allah. I am surrounded by so many blessings of Almighty Allah. So, I bow down in thanks to Almighty Allah that I got a new life today, and I do a noble intention that today I will be thankful to you, Almighty Allah, so much that I may not have thanked earlier. So that I am just giving you an explanation, not the exact translation. So that when the sun set, the sun may salute me that, oh human being, you have done your best and you have passed your day in a meaningful manner by always remaining in the state of thanksgiving. And when we go throughout the many prayers, our Imam says that, Almighty Allah, grant me the ability and the capability that I may do so much good deeds today, that I may become anxious to meet my Creator, Almighty Allah. You see, we have seen the moon of Muharram. You may have seen in the hospital, you may have seen outside delivery room of hospital, whenever a newly born baby news come, all are very happy. The elder of family is the most happy person. They congratulate each other. But when Imam Hussain was born and brought before the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny, Holy Prophet started weeping. Heavenly Lady Fatima Zahra asked, "Why are you weeping?" These are the moments of happiness. Holy Prophet said that my eyes is looking forward that one day this child will be killed in the plain of Karbala like anything out of 3 days of thirst and hunger. Heavenly Lady Fatima Zahra asked, "Why are you weeping? Why are you weeping?" These are the moments of happiness. And then, out of curiosity, Heavenly Lady Fatima asked, "Will you be alive at that time?" No. Will Hazrat Ali would be alive at that time? No. Will Imam Hassan will be alive at that time? No. Then who will weep for my Hussein? Holy Prophet replied that, "Do not worry, daughter. Allah will create a nation. Allah will create a community of people who will weep for your Hussein. The time has come to live for Karbala." Imam Hussein came near the tomb of his grandfather, looked at the sky and said, "Almighty Allah, you be witness that this is the tomb of your prophet, and I am the son of his daughter. The time is so difficult, and I am forced to live for Karbala." And then Imam Hussein came to the tomb of mother. You know how a person meets his mother. Like that, Imam Hussein came running to the tomb of his mother. Might be behind the curtain there may be reply, "Oh Hussein, you are living, do not worry, I will be with you behind the curtain for all time to come." And when there will be a thunderstorm and Allah Qad Qatalal be Karbala would be there behind the curtain, I will take your head in my lap. Wasayalamullajina Jalamuai Yaman Kalabai Yan Kalibun. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah.